Joining me now, senior writer at the Fin Review, Aaron Patrick, and on set with me, Sky News contributor Gemma Tognini.
Hello.
Welcome to you both. Look, let's start with this. Mike Pompeo, there's been speculation that he is going to run for president of the US for some time. That speculation took on an extra level when Pompeo gave an interview to Greg Sheridan, our foreign editor at the Oz this weekend, and he didn't rule it out when asked. And he gave quite a cryptic response to it, but said he'd think about it. Look, Aaron, at the same time, people are still half expecting Donald Trump to run in 2024. But what I personally admire about Pompeo is that throughout his entire time in office, he managed to maintain his credibility while never criticising Trump. And even in his interview with Greg Sheridan, he would not accept the premise that Trump's language and tweets were a problem. He said the administration should be judged by what it did and not whether it lived up to diplomatic niceties.
Well, that's a high wire act that he's managed to pull off, and a lot of people have failed to do that and fallen off. So Mike Pompeo is a pretty interesting potential candidate here, because what I think he can do is, looks like he can appeal to the Trump base while still be a member of the Republican establishment. And so essentially, as far as I can tell, you've got the Republican Party split into these two groups. During Trump, they were at war with each other. You know, you saw some of the grandees of the party coming out and criticising Trump. Some of them wouldn't even vote for him. So people like Pompeo, who come up and have a lot of credibility in policy circles, but at the same time can perhaps pick up the Trump mantle and take it forward, and attacking China is a way to do that. I think perhaps it's people like that who will be the future path, who create the future path of the Republican Party back to power in the US.
What do you think about this, Gem? I mean, this could shape up to be, I can't actually imagine Pompeo and Trump running against each other, but you know, Trump has also indicated that he could be interested in 2024.
Trump is such a wild card in the sense that you could almost imagine him doing it as the ultimate troll to all of his detractors, just almost for his own amusement. Whether that would be productive in terms of the ultimate goal, which is for them returning Republicans to the White House, remains to be seen. But I love the idea of Pompeo. I love the idea that that could even be a possibility, because for everything that you just said and everything that Aaron said, he has his credibility. And I love the fact that, you know, his position of focusing on outcomes, not what the idea of a politician should or should not be. And that's absolutely where we need to be across the body politic, I think.
And the other interesting thing is, I think it would have been, you know, Trump would have had the first option to run in 2024 had it not been for his conduct, you know, in the wake of the election, where he refused, and he still refuses to accept the result. You know, he issued a statement just today that said it was a stolen election. So had it not been for that conduct, also in the wake of the Capitol riots, he probably would have been the natural contender because he did so well in the election.